the pain in my story. Many nights I felt alone, I know I shouldn't worry. Trying to see down a straight path, but it's getting kinda blurry. Had to hope for better days, I know they are coming. Slow and steady wins the race, I had to stop running. You laughed it in my face, but I tried to show you I love you. But it's okay, fuck you, now I don't need nothing from you. Only got time for the ones who say that they love me. Say that they love me. See all this pain built up inside, no way to clear my mind. Time keeps on flying by, I'm scared to even close my eyes. Trying to dig real deep inside so I can find the man inside. Pull him out the fucking mud before he suffers and he dies. I only believe the truth, yeah, I don't believe in lies. You can tell me 1,000 times, it's gonna make me change my mind. I say I'm tired of living when I know I wanna die. I'm on a search for something better, but that shit was so disguised. I'm tired of feeling blind, yeah, I'm asking myself why. Gotta hold on, cause I know there's better times in life. So I gotta push, I gotta hold on, gotta strive. It's the only way I'll make it out alive. Hope you feel the pain in my story. Many nights I felt alone, I know I shouldn't worry. Trying to see down a straight path, but it's getting kinda blurry. Had to hope for better days, I know they are coming. Slow and steady was the race, I had to stop running. Yo, laughed it in my face, well I tried to show you I love you. But it's okay, fuck it, now I don't need nothing from you. Only got time for the ones who say that they love me. Say that they love me. Yeah, that's just funny. 1 minute it's fuck you, the next minute what's up, man, you must think I'm a dummy. Trying to be cool with me, shake my hand and ask me for something. Yeah, you got me fucked up, man, you best go ahead, keep it running. Yeah, I'm all up in this shit, I'm about to go get it. Had to stop, stay focused, had to go and mind on my business. You already know how I'm living, don't give a fuck how you feeling. The devil tried to take my soul, but even he couldn't steal it.
If it's the people you love the most that'll hurt you, they don't deserve you. Some days I wanna cry, feeling like I wanna die. Whole bunch of pain inside, gotta roll the dice. This shit ain't hit hard, I gotta smoke it twice.
What's going on, Ghost?
Hey, buddy. How's it going?
Yeah, it's been going, man.
Yeah.
It's been a while since we've done an Afterburn.
Yeah, that long while.
Yeah, and I think it's been a few months actually. Now that we've done this, now that we're starting to do this, I'm thinking back. I think it's been a few months.
Yeah, about July-ish.
I want to say about July-ish.
Yeah.
I think summertime.
Yeah.
Yeah. Austin thinks he's funny.
I flew to that.
Oh, well,
So-
he got it on the, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you did.
I don't even have the sound. Look at that. I don't even have the soundboard up yet.
Oh.
I forgot all about the soundboard. I was busy with other things, So yeah, we'll get the soundboard up and we'll give it all to you because y'all got it.
Yeah.
Austin Dash is watching live. He's not here, but he flew today on the fan side. Sorry.
Yeah,
he got it and Ghost got it on this side. So here's a little flu today for him.
They flew today.
There we go.
There you go. You feel good?
Yeah.
Feel good about it?
Oh, yeah.
You got here and I traveled 2 hours back from a place called Eden.
Oh, yeah.
I was out in Forestville today. And we had some drinks already. We had a shot. I had a shot of some gin, Bombay Sapphire. You had a shot of Jägermeister Spice.
Yep.
Taste of Fall.
Oh, yeah.
Can't go wrong with the Taste of Fall.
You cannot, no.
No. And then I decided to have a Corona.
Yep.
And then you've been drinking what?
I got some Keystone right here.
Keystone. Never had it, but it's right there.
Yeah.
And then it's the weekday, and we're gonna cheers. Yeah,
salute.
Absolutely. Skull. Dashman says, "What's up, guys? You could have told me you were doing an Afterburn." Actually, to be honest with you, Austin, we really didn't even plan on this.
No, it was more of a spur of the moment
It was
kind of thing.
Spur of the moment. I was feeling pretty good. I was like, let's do an Afterburn. It was just on the fly.
Yeah.
Because
the original plan was me come over, we discussed this Saturday show.
Yes, and this Saturday show this week is gonna be a special start time, 8:00.
Yep, 8:00.
Yeah. Some things has got to be done during the day, so we're not going to be able to do it at the regular 3:00 p.m. Eastern time, slot there.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of slots in Las Vegas.
Oh yeah.
And
all of them.
All of them. They're all slots.
Yep.
So, Jesus, it's finally, how long has it been since you've been in studio? It's been what, about 3 weeks now? Were you back on the return show after the whole COVID ordeal?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought so.
Yeah, because that was our Halloween.
Were you here with the new camera angles?
No.
These camera angles here. There's one. There's that one. So we have the original. This one's original. This one's original. But then we have this one that's new, and then we changed this one up.
Oh yeah. Oh
yeah. He's figuring it out. He's like, oh man.
No, I like that. Yeah.
So we have some new camera angles in the last couple weeks. Speaking of cameras, though. I do have an announcement. So I put in for, we use Anchor.fm for our distributor. Yeah. For our podcast. And I put in for the video portion of it to be on Spotify. And today they emailed the show back saying it's official. Oh. So we will be seeing videos on Spotify. I got to figure out a system to get this underway. I'm sure it'll be easy. Oh yeah. I'm sure we can figure this out. Austin says, good shit, definitely tuning in. Well, you better. You're part of the show. Right? You got to represent, man. You got to represent. Yeah. Lots of craziness going on in the world. Oh, yeah. And not only just the world, but in our world. Rochester. Mm-hmm. We have record-breaking history here. Not something to be proud of either.
Not in a good way.
No, I mean, what is it, 70 murders already this year?
Yep. 70 homicides.
70 homicides.
Prompting Rochester to be put into a state of emergency.
Now, are we in worse shape than Chicago at this point?
I mean, I don't know the statistics of Chicago, so I can't really say. But
wow, look at that. I have not seen this name pop up in quite some time. Charlie says, hello, gentlemen. Hello, Charlie. How's it going, man?
Hey, Charlie.
Holy Christ, it's been a while, kids.
Yeah.
There you go. They love Charlie.
Maybe other people finally got notified when we went live.
I don't know what the deal is with Facebook's algorithms, and it does piss us off.
Oh, yeah.
The one thing I can say, if you want to see more of the M-Balm effect, please react to our videos, our posts, interact with the page more, share it. Oh, yeah. We have a lot of things we want to do on this show. I mean, we have a lot of good things we want to do, but I don't want to pull the trigger yet. Yeah. And, there's so many things that we do on the show. We talk about a lot of stuff. And I know we've talked about quite a bit of controversial stuff. Mm-hmm. Like YouTube doesn't like when we do that. Yeah. They don't like when we talk about vaccines. Mm-hmm. We obviously dealt with that before. But honestly, though, I look at it this way. If we're going to do this show, I know I said we were not going to talk about certain things, but you know what? We're going to talk about things. Why? Because that's the way the world is. There's things that we need to discuss. Yeah. Definitely. Why be scared of discussing things?
Yeah. If you can't be an adult and have adult conversations about these particular things, then just don't talk.
I look at it this way, like that's the whole problem with things. People are too scared to have a dialogue. Yeah. What's the matter with these people?
Because they don't like people disagreeing with them.
Yeah, well, you know what? Sometimes you got to bite the bullet and take it up the ass and just deal with it.
Yeah, tough shit.
Yeah. Life isn't about butterflies and rainbows. Now, I know that people on either the Democratic or Republican side want to tell you that things can be unicorns and rainbows and butterflies, but that's not true. No. As a matter of fact, they only tell you that so that way you vote for them, and then when they get in there, they do a bunch of head twists like Chucky does. Like Jen Psaki does. She's Chucky doll. God. What the fuck is wrong with that woman?
I have no idea.
I don't know what's going on with her.
I don't know what's wrong with a lot of people.
I don't know what's going on with a lot of it's craziness. The world's craziness.
Oh yeah.
I just yesterday I was going through let me see here. I was going through the group. The M-Balm Effect group on Facebook. Mm-hmm. Let me see if I can find it here. Yeah, here it is. Oh, no, it's gone. It says the content isn't available right now. Uh-oh. This user, Autumn Miranda.
Oh, yeah.
Let me see. So this is Autumn. Well, let's just show her to the camera. This is Autumn Miranda right here, apparently.
Yep.
You can't really see her right there. She posted. Oh wait, hold on. I did screenshot it and put it in the group chat. Let me just see if I can get that on there.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, I might be able to get it on there. It was some crazy wild shit she posted on her group chat. Here it is. I found it. Okay, so apparently she posted on our group chat. It said something. Okay, so here's the post. All right. It says, okay, this is by Autumn Miranda. I quote, this is what she posted on there. I literally just had a guy ask me to send him a video of me punching another girl in the face, and he'd send me $1,000 for it. Are you kidding me? He needs help. So, yeah, here's the post right there. You can see it. That was a screenshot I took of it to show everybody. I'm glad I screenshotted it because it's now gone. So,
wow,
$1,000 to have this chick send this person a literal video
of assault.
of assault. Yeah, of another girl.
Yeah.
What's wrong with people? Why?
I mean, I know some guys are into some pretty weird shit, like paying people to step on their balls and shit.
Jesus Christ! But
But
what the fuck?
to pay someone to punch a random chick in the face, that's kind of. I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah. Let me see. Oh.
Oh.
Page is gone.
Wait,
Is this?
hers?
Yeah. I went to go see something. This page isn't available right now.
Really? Because she just sent me a friend request the other day.
It's gone. And I was gonna go on there to show you.
Wasn't there someone by that same name, like right around the time we first started?
No, that was Maxine Vance.
Oh, yeah.
But I was gonna show you. She had a mutual friend. You know who that mutual friend was, right?
No.
You know who it was. Take a guess. Guess who became friends with Autumn Miranda before her page got ripped down, or maybe she took it down. But our very own Dash Man.
Oh, wait, no, I did see they were friends.
Yeah. Austin, if you're still watching, man, you were friends with Autumn Miranda.
Yeah.
Now, I question that because why? We don't know her personally, right?
I think we could give Dashman an in-person interview this weekend.
You know, I went to go check it out, and I saw Austin as her mutual friend. I'm like, man, he's already sliding into her DMs.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure of it. He probably was messengers like, hey, you know, you want to come hang out with me and play some GameCube or something?
Trying to dock the dick and dash.
Dock the dick and dash. That's what the whole dick doc is about, man.
Yeah.
He's making wild money on that shit. Yeah, I don't know. So that's kind of weird, right? Now her profile's gone.
I'm pretty sure that was a fake account or something.
Well, this is what happened in the beginning when we started this show. We had this Maxine Vance chick, right?
Yeah.
But the emails got wild. They got fucking wild.
I mean, I talked to this woman because she wanted merch and stuff. But she wanted it delivered just like Maxine Vance did.
Oh, the Autumn Miranda?
Yeah.
Okay.
She was asking about if we would be able to deliver merch.
Did they give an address? Did she give an address?
No, I didn't even respond to it. I'm like, I'm not going near that.
Okay, because it's kind of weird. That did happen with Maxine Vance.
Mm-hmm.
That was before we even actually had merch. I think at that point we only had like...
Yeah, I had just gotten the pens and the business cards.
Right.
Yeah.
It wasn't like we had shirts or anything.
No.
And we don't deliver shirts hand by ourselves.
No.
That's a whole different company. So, yeah, she's obviously MIA.
Something.
She's gone. She's missing in action. I don't see her at all.
She was a fan of the bands we've had on, though.
Yeah, I noticed that. There was an email from her over the weekend on Amora Live when they were here.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. And she was like pretty much being thankful that we had them on and that we helped her discover them as a new form of music for her to listen to.
Huh.
Yeah. Speaking of which, oh man. So last Saturday we had a More Alive on.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell you how, and I'm just gonna say it. I'm an open book.
Yeah.
I'm tired of like all these little stupid things that happen behind the scenes and we don't really talk about them. But this one was pretty blatant. So, Omen and Zookeeper were down here, and that's fine. We've had people sit in and just like chill and watch the show.
Yeah.
As it's happening live. Well.
Yeah, I've sat and watched.
Yeah. Well, I know they were kind of like chatting very like lowly, but man, Zookeeper was so fucking loud a few times. I actually had.
Where were they?
They were sitting right over there where the chairs are.
Okay.
And I had to like mention a couple times, like, "Yo, you're being too loud." Like Zookeeper was a little louder than he should have been. He should know this. Like we've been doing this for 2 years. Granted, it's not long enough to be like
Yeah.
But he should know studio etiquette, and he didn't. And
Could it be he was trying to be heard?
I don't know, but it's like these microphones, they swivel.
Yeah,
you want to talk, yeah, you can just move them around. And I told him, you want to say something, get in the microphone.
Yeah.
And I was, frustrated during the whole like time that was like going on, and I'm about respect. I want to make sure these guys are respected because More Alive was our guests.
Yeah.
And they traveled. They're not from really close by. I think they're like maybe 40 minutes out.
Oh.
They traveled all the way here to do this, and then Zookeeper's over here fucking yelling in the background. And not only that, but like I've gotten some feedback from some of the listeners. And I want to apologize not only to them, but mostly to More Alive for that. And I've already talked to Jimmy about it. He doesn't take it.
Yeah.
He doesn't take it to heart. Those guys had a good time here.
Good.
And they were our longest. They were officially, they were our longest stream that we had.
Really?
Our longest podcast.
Oh, wow.
About 2.5 hours.
God damn.
I don't think we've ever done that before.
No.
Because when I went to go upload the podcast, the audio, it told me it was too big. And that's what she said. And I was like, oh, shit. I was like, fuck. So I had to split it up,
Yeah.
like you do with kids during a divorce.
Yep.
And I had to split them up. And I definitely, I was like, man. So I told Jimmy, I was like, yo, your band was our longest podcast we've done to date. He's like, that was awesome. But I told him, I was like, yeah, I feel bad for the whole thing because, listeners are like, oh, they didn't appreciate it. And I didn't either, man. I was like, that's fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, especially when we have guests on. I mean, that.
Yeah.
Even when we don't.
Yeah, even when you don't do that.
If we have a full cast and we have someone sitting by and we can't concentrate because of what's outside of view.
Well, that's what was hard about it because I was getting frustrated. I'm sitting here, I got this switcher here, and I'm listening to them, and I'm like trying to figure out like a way to like tell him he's being too loud. Like I don't have a problem with anybody sitting down here. We've had people that weren't even a part of the show sitting here, and just sitting in, just checking it out, and nobody's ever done that before. And then all of a sudden that night, I was like, what the fuck? I could hear him through the headphones. And I'm like, that's loud.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like glitching, he's trying to do the glitching noise. And then at one point he's like, yeah, and I'm like, yo, come on, dude. Seriously? Guy's trying to explain some things. I want to hear him. And I'm pretty sure people don't want to hear that. You gotta be respectful. It's about etiquette.
Yeah. And like you said, feedback from the community.
Well, that's just it. I know this is maybe to some people a hobby, right? But I think of it more than that now. This is different.
Yeah.
We have, and I don't care if it sounds cocky or not. I'm not trying to sound this way, but I think we have a very decent thing going on here that has a lot of potential.
Yeah, I love it.
Every just about every band that's come in here, they were saying that this past weekend. They said keep grinding because they know it's just like bands, man. Like we have the same battles they have, like algorithms on Facebook fucking you over. And so like this is not something to sneeze at. Like we have a decent thing going on.
Yeah.
And so I just want to keep evolving. We have a good crew, and I just want to keep it that way.
Oh yeah.
And just
have a good time.
Yeah, that's what this is about. We have a couple brews and we just sit back, shoot the shit,
exactly,
talk shit, make some funnies,
and do it live.
And do it fucking live. there's not a lot of podcasts that A, do it live, and B, there's not a lot of podcasts that have a fucking phone number.
Yeah.
That's right there on the video bug. 855-622-5619.
And that aren't censored.
Well, that's what, it's funny because when guests come on, bands are like, okay, before the whole thing even starts, they're like, can we swear? Is this that kind of podcast? Can we say the word fuck? I'm like, dude, you obviously don't know me yet, but you're going to know me in very short notice.
You're going to know. You're going to know.
I mean, there's a lot of questionable shit we say on this show, and I'm just like, nah, dude, of course we swear on this show. We say all kinds of shit on this show, you know? And, I don't know I don't know. We had a phone call this past weekend, and so the band was on, More Alive, and this guy called in after, and I feel kind of bad because I probably started this, but I mean, this is what I was supposed to do. It's my job is to ask questions. So I asked him because they did announce on their Instagram and their social media that they had gotten a new drummer. And so they explained to that, about that. And then this guy called in and he was like grilling him about it. And it's like, he's like, didn't take what they said as truth. And they're like, no, this is just it. Like, it was a mutual thing. They moved on and he moved on and that was it.
Yeah.
And this guy just didn't believe him. He's like, no, give us a real story. It's like, come on, man. They did. They gave you exactly what they needed to give you.
Not everything is a conspiracy.
No.
I mean, things just happen.
Well, especially in like that type of thing, like things happen.
Yeah, especially in the music industry.
Now, I know I've kept kind of quiet about it, but I shouldn't. And I don't feel compelled to anymore. So I'm going to give it out like it is. People wonder, and I think we've talked about one of our co-hosts leaving and why that happened. But I don't think we really gave the full end of the other one. We talked about Corey leaving. Mm-hmm. We talked about the oddities of that, why it was uncomfortable, and how it made Omen and his girlfriend uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And
everyone.
Yeah.
Really.
We never really touched upon why Uber Mike left the show. People were, and even some of the bands were like, well, what happened to your other co-host? Because they were watching older videos. And I told them about Corey. And then they were like, well, there was a guy on there in the beginning that he's not, where is he? And I was like, oh, Uber Mike. Well, here's what happened with Uber Mike. Him and Zookeeper got in a very heated argument quite a few times.
Quite often. Yeah.
And it got to a point, and I know we have not talked about this before, because if I would have remembered this, I mean, I may be a little buzzed. I may be feeling pretty good right now, but I know we didn't talk about this. No. So those two not only got in a heated argument and had a lot of disagreements, one being that Uber Mike crashed Zookeeper's snowmobile at his camp, and didn't even pay him back for it. And so all that like built up. They lived in the same apartment building or whatever house that you want to call it, where we did our old studio, which is now by now demolished. It's already gone.
Gone.
They actually tore it down.
Just like Mike, gone.
Yeah. Well, that's just it, though. They had gotten into a physical altercation. We never really talked about it, and I don't really care anymore. This show's not about hiding stuff. No. I don't want to hide shit from people. They need to know about this stuff.
Yeah. Get the full effect.
Well, that's the whole thing. Like, I get kind of annoyed because I feel like some people don't want to talk about personal experiences, but this is what this fucking show is about.
Yeah.
I've talked about many experiences. I've talked about the time where I pretty much got in a physical altercation with a woman. This story.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't know what to fucking do. And here I'm taking a pounding into my face, and I'm like trying to hold her and restrain her. Yeah. But this guy over here can't. He can't talk about personal altercation with this guy.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
No,
So,
if you're not comfortable talking about personal, whatever, good, bad, whatever it is. If you're not comfortable disclosing information about yourself,
maybe you're doing the wrong thing.
Stay off radio.
I mean, granted, this is a podcast, not radio, but I know what you mean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. If you can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen.
Exactly.
Don't tell your wife that. You might get your fucking ass handed to you with a frying pan.
You won't get your sandwich.
No. And you'll definitely get your teeth knocked out.
Mm-hmm. You'll be on the couch.
Yes. But, no, they had a physical altercation. Uber Mike was, coming at Zookeeper.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking, I guess from what now, Austin witnessed this.
Yep, Austin was.
He witnessed. Now, this happened.
I was in New York City, wasn't I?
This was it that long ago? I know it must have happened at the early end, at the beginning of 2020, because Uber Mike left the show in May of 2020.
Yeah.
So we did that whole stupid COVID quarantine, like shitty. I don't care. I'm being truthful. It was shitty. I didn't like it. I didn't like doing it.
Yeah.
I didn't like doing the whole fucking stream from home. It was a pain in the ass, not only to set up, but the audio was never perfect. It was never good. And so fucking, it was just a pain in the nuts.
Mm-hmm.
We get back, we do our first show back in studio, like together, in person.
Yeah.
That was his last show.
Yep.
And he never came back. Now, it was because they couldn't make amends. They just didn't want to make things right with each other.
No.
So that happened. Uber Mike decides to tell everybody he's leaving the show.
Yep.
Right? And at this point, I didn't have a problem with Mike. I didn't have a problem with him. Like,
I didn't.
It wasn't my place to say what was going on because I didn't know the whole story.
Mm-hmm.
I only know what was told to me. I wasn't there. Austin saw the whole thing go down at that one point in time, but that was it.
Yeah.
So all this goes by, and then I see that Mike bought a house, and I congratulate him. I'm like, all right, man, yeah, congratulations, you bought a house. We talked briefly, and that was it. About a week or two goes by, and he fucking puts on social media that everybody had just abandoned him, just basically throwing us under the bus, saying that we weren't good friends and that we just cut off all communication. And I called him out on it. I was like, dude, what the fuck?
No.
I said, dude, I just congratulated you on your house about like a week or two ago. I did not cut off all communication with you. If I wanted to do that, I wouldn't have even said that. And he's like, oh, well, you took me off the moderator's page, off the Facebook page, and I can't do anything now. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, why'd you take me off? And I was like, dude, you told everybody you were leaving the show. Yeah. Why would I keep you on there?
Yeah.
He's like, no. I was taking a hiatus. I said, no, you're not taking a hiatus. You told literally everybody that you were done.
Yeah.
And like, even before that though, and people noticed this, we had an email saying that he was like kind of mopey and like he didn't have any he didn't care.
Yeah. And
at one point there was an email stating that he was being a little bitch at one point about something. I think it was like, I forget what it was. But then after the show ended, he didn't say nothing on the mic. Everything's done. I click end on everything. The streaming's over. And he's like, this is the shit that makes me not want to be on the show anymore. Then what the fuck are you doing on here? If you can't take criticism, then what are you doing on here?
There's the door.
You know how many people might be criticizing us right now as we speak?
Yeah.
Who fucking cares?
I don't.
Do you even what difference is it going to make?
Exactly. It doesn't matter.
What
Again, if you can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen.
Dude, I've been doing this shit, not podcasting, but I've been just being creative and just doing stupid shit online. Been doing this for fucking 16 years. Yeah. Since 2005.
Yep.
And at one point back in the late 2000s, 2007, or 2006, 2007, I had some fuckers in United Kingdom giving a shit, and they made a whole fucking fake profile of me and all that. They were making parody videos. The one guy did, and I'm just like, this shit's funny. It's wild. It's fucking wild. Didn't deter me from doing anything.
Oh yeah.
I kept going, and we had a little stretch of time where we didn't do anything. After the whole Paragon debacle, and but now here we are. We're doing this.
Yeah.
Going on 3 years. Can you believe it? We've been doing this for almost 3 fucking years. Now, I know that's not long in the fucking podcast world. Look at Joe Rogan. That guy's been going for 12 years on podcasts. He's number one. He's number one in podcast.
God damn.
Guy's a fucking monster.
Good for him.
Yeah, dude. He's got a good thing going.
Remember when he was hosting Fear Factor?
Mm-hmm.
That show. Holy shit.
Fear Factor. He's on, the fights, the UFC.
Yeah, UFC.
So he's got a good thing going.
Yeah.
And these motherfuckers that are starting podcasts, they start 6 months in, and then they quit.
Yep.
Because they're not getting the listens, they're not getting the views, the downloads, and all that shit. They're not getting the followers.
It doesn't happen overnight.
No, but that's the thing about our generation and the new generation is they want instant gratification.
Yep.
They think that it should be handed to them. Mm-hmm. They're going to be discovered one night, and then all of a sudden they're going to wake up the next morning, and they're gonna have like 10,000 followers, like a million downloads. It's never gonna happen.
No,
that's not how the world works. Now we do this podcast knowing that it's not gonna happen that way.
Yeah,
you know, and and I'm not gonna lie, it's a pain in the nuts to get it out there because we have everything working against you.
Oh yeah,
Facebook, the algorithms are all fucked up, and it's never gonna get fixed until like things make a difference.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's one of those things that if people don't fucking like work hard at that, like you got to think outside the box. There's more to life than Facebook.
Oh yeah,
and YouTube, and Instagram, and I'm trying to figure out what other platforms we can get ourselves out there to. You know, but people are like, well, I didn't get what I wanted, so I'm just gonna quit. You know, I'm just like, no. We've been doing this since 2019. It's gonna be 2022 in a few months. Less than 2 months, it's gonna be 2022.
Yeah, I was just saying, Thanksgiving is next week.
Thanksgiving's next week. And it came so quickly because we just did the Halloween Hangover. Like, it feels like it was just not that long ago.
Yeah.
So,
but like, holy shit.
And it just makes me, like, think to myself, man, time is flying by.
Now watch, when winter officially gets here, that time is just going to slow the fuck down.
December's going to feel like 2 years.
Yep.
Maybe even a whole decade at that point.
Yeah, just 10 years of snow.
10 years of fucking snow.
I'm good.
Could you imagine that?
Good. No.
2 years of snow and you're like, what the fuck?
I was having a fit just of that fucking wet shit we got the other day.
Yeah, did you see? Yeah, it was crazy.
Oh.
I went to the gym was it Sunday? Yeah,
I think so.
It was Sunday, and I did a little snippet of like Snapchat, and I put it on Instagram and stuff, and I was like,
not really rain, not really snow.
Yeah,
just
that wet snow bullshit. Oh. You know that's the turning of the tide of the season.
But it's falling slower than rain does.
Yeah, you know what that is.
Oh yeah,
it is not rain at that point.
No,
and you're just like, come on, man. So like, I'm not ready for the season, but
I'm not.
I think it's just gonna. It's just like every other fucking year that we deal with it.
It's gonna drag on.
Yeah. We're getting it either way.
Yep.
We're gonna have to live through it either way, and we're gonna survive it either way, unless you drive like an asshole and go like 90 miles per hour during a snowstorm and crash and burn.
Yeah, like a good percentage of New Yorkers.
These motherfuckers, though. So it's like a whiteout sometimes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I never understood why people are like speeding on by. Like, I have 4-wheel drive on my Jeep.
Yeah.
But I'm not doing no 90.
No.
I'm not even doing 60 at that point.
Yeah, no.
I'm maybe doing 45, 50, depending on the weather.
Oh yeah.
If I can't see in front of me, fuck that. I'm going slow.
Yeah.
But these people are like, nah, fuck that, floor it. Yep.
Gone.
That's it. Gone. Done.
No.
Nah, I'm not doing that. There's no way I'm gonna risk that.
No.
No, it's just not worth it.
No, it's not.
But New York is like a whole other level.
Oh yeah.
Especially here. I mean, we have people having accidents when it's beautiful out, sunny, clear, dry, and they're out there fucking upside down in their car.
Yep.
What is wrong with you? How do you end up like that?
You're a special kind of stupid.
These people are going like 5 miles per hour, right, on the thruway, and they got their fucking cell phones out.
Yep.
Mostly, and I'm not trying to be like biased or anything, but it's mostly younger women, probably in their early 20s, late teens.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, dude, they're gonna fucking crash and burn. And then of course you get the occasional police officer, state trooper. I've seen that too.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going fucking 90 miles per hour. They're going straight forward into God knows what, and they're on their phone.
Can't tell you how many emergency personnel I've seen just turn on their lights just to get through a red light.
Yeah.
And then turn their lights off immediately after. I'm like, what?
We saw this not too long ago. We went to I forget where we went, but we were I think my parents. We saw an emergency vehicle. I don't know if it was police or ambulance. All I know is that we were on the expressway and we just saw lights go on for a split second through a light and then they turned off.
Yep.
Privilege much?
A little bit.
That's like an abuse of power.
Oh yeah.
Kind of like the government, right?
Oh. China.
Yeah, so oh my god. It really boggles my mind why so many people kiss ass with a very evil government from China. Their people are starving over there. Those people are suffering. And people over here are like, don't talk shit about China.
Mm-hmm.
Why the fuck not? They're bad. Like they're treating their people so poorly.
Yeah. It's not the people themselves. Not the population.
No.
It's the government.
Listen. Yeah.
Them.
Listen, the dumb shits that are out there blaming the actual race, the people, stupid.
Yeah.
Blame the government. Just like our government. It's not perfect.
No.
We're over there drone striking motherfuckers out in the Middle East.
Yeah, families.
Families. I'm
Yeah,
talking children.
USA.
And that's been going on for years.
Oh, yeah.
People are like, well, that shit was only happening under Trump. No, it was happening under Obama. It's happening now.
Bush.
Bush,
Clinton.
the whole kit and caboodle.
Shoot first, ask questions later.
Weapons of mass destruction. Did we ever find them? No. And it's just, it boggles my mind how people are out there like, oh, Bush is he was the best president we ever had.
Speaking of China, actually. You know, Staples Center?
Oh my God. Yeah, I just heard about this.
They're rebranding.
What? No,
Thanks to it. You heard about it.
The crypto.
Yeah.
What was it called?
Crypto.com.
They're going to call a fucking arena crypto.com.
Yep.
In Los Angeles.
Part of a 20-year deal with China.
No. Why? Why would they go with this crypto.com as their...
Because it's a cryptocurrency company that's backing the decision, I guess. I don't know.
That's such a piss poor...
Oh, you're taking the Staples Center.
Yeah.
Which is, pun intended, a staple.
Right.
Or whatever.
It's been an icon for years.
And you're making it into a cryptocurrency.com, basically.
Well, I remember back in Buffalo, HSBC Arena turned into, what is it now? I forget what.
I have no idea.
I'm not really too familiar with it, but I know they were HSBC Arena.
Yeah.
Now there's something completely different. Could you imagine if they did that shit to Madison Square Garden?
Oh, God.
Could you imagine if they changed the name of that arena?
Yeah.
You can't do that.
No.
Staples Center, though. It's going to be crypto.com.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. The arena, what are they going to call it? The arena of crypto.com?
No. Crypto.com.
So they're going to be like, okay, so-and-so is going to be performing at crypto.com. That sounds stupid. What, the website?
People will actually go online and look.
So the website or the fucking arena?
Exactly.
Nobody's going to know.
No.
That just sounds stupid.
I mean, unless they throw stadium, crypto.com stadium.
Yeah.
But that just sounds fucking stupid.
Well, they might as well just have a fucking Travis Scott concert there then.
Yeah. Or don't.
What a fucking mess that was.
Because, killing 9-year-old children.
Yeah, I didn't even know about that. A fucking 9-year-old was there and they died?
Yep. 9-year-old boy.
What the hell is a 9-year-old doing at a Travis Scott concert?
Well, Drake was there too.
Okay.
So it wasn't just Travis Scott. But yeah, even still, why is a 9-year-old there?
I just...
Like, I went out when I was younger, but not to that.
Not at a chaotic concert like that.
Not at 9.
No. Fuck, no. I didn't go to my first show until I was 17?
Yeah, 18, 19 for me.
Yeah. But fucking 9 and they died.
Yep.
That's fucking sad. This is the world we live in, man.
Mm-hmm.
Astro world.
And what'd he do? Kept going.
He gave everyone the middle finger. Yeah. Not only that, he told everyone else to give him the middle finger.
Yep.
And then he put a fucking second finger up and said everybody put their second finger up. And then he's like, fuck that, let's start this show. And he just kept going on with his music. People are out there fucking struggling to live. They're out there either knocked unconscious, already dead, or brain dead, going to be dead.
It was what, 10 people?
I think in total.
Yeah, 10.
Originally it was like 8 people. And then a college student died.
Yep.
And now you're telling me a 9-year-old died.
Yep.
What the fuck? Dude, and I asked that to a More Alive. I said, dude, what do you guys think of this? And I played him the video of Travis Scott putting his fingers up in the air, telling the whole crowd to pretty much say fuck you to people dying.
Mm-hmm.
His mindset was probably like, fuck you, I'm continuing the show without you.
Yeah.
You paid me the ticket, you dead, I'm continuing on.
Show goes on.
That's fucked up.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you got performers out there like Lady Gaga. You got somebody like Chester Bennington, God rest his soul, when he was alive. They saw some fuck shit going on in the crowd. They stopped the show, and they were like, hey, no, fix the problem.
Yeah. I mean, you go to a mosh pit at a heavy metal show, and someone falls down in the mosh pit,
You pick their ass up.
everyone stops, they pick dude up, then you keep going.
It's a community.
Exactly.
It's a fucking community.
That was not a community. That was
No.
pure chaos.
Dude, and just like the video we saw that Saturday where they were just jumping over the barricade, breaking them down, trampling over people, killing people in the process.
Yep.
You know, and it makes you wonder, though. Are they the same people telling you to go get the vaccine to save lives? And this is how they treat humanity? People around them? They just trample them to get in?
Yeah.
Now, I don't know how true this is, but I've been hearing quite a bit about something about people sticking needles in people's necks and making everyone freak out. Like, I don't know if that's true. I
wouldn't be surprised, honestly.
I mean, I don't know, but like, there's gotta be more of a reason for people to freak out and do that shit than to just be up front and center on the stage to go see Travis Scott.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. It's just fucking bizarre that we got all these people just trampling people over, killing them.
Mm-hmm.
What's the reason?
Well, apparently rushing, which is what they call it, where you rush the stage.
Yeah.
People do it at the Super Bowl. You rush the stage when the halftime show comes on.
But nobody does it to this capacity.
No.
Nobody's died.
But that's what made Travis Scott big.
I've never,
Rushing made him famous.
This is the first time I've even heard of Travis Scott.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard of him here and there, but never really got into it.
Nah. And because of his like the way he acted in this whole thing,
Oh yeah.
the way he treated the people that were killed and all that and injured, I refused to listen to his music. So I went on Spotify and I was just like, don't play this shit.
Yeah,
Fuck
no,
that.
not
I'm
at
good.
all.
Nah, you're gonna treat people like that.
And there are people defending him.
Yeah, I know. I seen it all over fucking Twitter and shit,
Yeah,
man. I've seen it all on Instagram and all that too. People are like, oh, he shouldn't have, fucked everyone over and stopped the show. He did the right thing by continuing on. I'm like, no, people died. And this guy was just like, nah, put your middle fingers in the air. Fuck them. We're gonna continue anyways.
There's no math there. I mean, 10 people are dead.
Yeah.
And you could care less. So.
Well, yeah. And then he came out with that phony video of like, oh, my thoughts and prayers to the people that die, blah, blah, blah.
You got paid. You don't care.
No. Money talks.
Yeah.
And obviously his bullshit walked. And there's people out there buying it, eating it like it's fucking truth. But hey, you know what? That's fine. Let him eat that shit up like truth.
Yeah, let him.
The truth. We know the facts. I mean, we've seen it on there. He's a piece of fucking trash human being for doing what he did.
He is.
Anyone that does that, that's not cool.
There's no excuse for it.
No. I think if I went to a show and I knew that something like that happened and I saw the performer or performers act the way he did, I'm out of there.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah, no.
Like, that's it. I'm walking out.
No, I'm good.
And I will never listen or be bothered with that artist again.
Nope.
The way he handled that was completely fucking wrong.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah.
That's not how you handle that situation.
No, not at all. And so, like, it's just wild to me. But I guess that's the world we live in.
Mm-hmm.
We live in a fucking weird ass world. Everyone's so divided, and like, but that's the thing about like metal shows. You go to these metal shows, nobody gives a fuck about like the political parties and all that shit. You're there for the music, and you're out there making friends.
Yeah,
it's a community. We went to Photo City in July, and we had a table set up, and it was a fucking awesome time.
Oh yeah.
And it's so night and day between what we have there, and then you see this shit, and you're like, man, I'm glad I didn't go to something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. That's sad. It's sad that they don't have community in their music, man. Like, you go to a concert like that, you should be fucking
having a good time.
You should be having a good time, bonding, because you're going there to see the same people and enjoy the same music, but yet
worrying you're gonna die.
Yeah.
Or die.
Yeah. Speaking of which, we do have a show coming up. The Funeral Portrait Perspectives headlining here at the Montage Music Hall, December 11th, 2021. Mm-hmm. You got Genexa, Inertia, More Alive, and Diluted.
Yes.
Good ass lineup here, man. Good ass lineup. $15 tickets and then $18 at the door.
There you go.
16 and plus. And that show is going to be happening December 11th. This is Saturday. I definitely want to go to that. I want to check that out. So check it out. Go check it out.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah. Lots of good music there. And lots of good fucking bands.
Oh, yeah.
God, Perspective's making moves, man.
All of them.
They're looking for a clean vocalist.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, yeah. So they got Dave, their new vocalist, and they're looking for clean vocals.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So it's going to be crazy. And, of course, you got More Alive there with the new drummer.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys are awesome having on here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. One guy's a Sabre fan. He was, like, checking out the scores. He was here. Yeah. And I made the assumption that Sabres were going to lose, and they did.
Oh.
They did. Yeah. Fuck, man. Buffalo is just, I don't know what's going on with Buffalo.
Oh. Well, the other side of Buffalo's doing good. The Bills.
You know, yeah, I mean, they had that little bit of a fluke there. They lost against the fucking Jacksonville Jags.
Yeah.
How?
I don't know. But they made up for it this past weekend.
Yeah, they did.
Fucking damn near washout.
And then fucking
38-6.
Yeah, it was 30. Yeah, I think it was like some outrageous number like that.
Yeah.
And then fucking North Carolina Panthers taking back Cam Newton.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
Yep.
So he makes it full circle. And
Full circle jerk.
that's what I was saying on Saturday. Yeah, so and he played his ass off.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, fuck this, I'm gonna prove myself. I'm worthy of being back in this fucking team.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He didn't give a shit. He's like, I'm earning my $1 million contract.
I'm going to do it.
Yeah, so I think it was not only that, but I think he was also trying to prove to the Patriots, like, you fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
You could have kept me.
Could have.
You should have. But here I am playing good back in my own fucking team. So, you think he's happy being back in Carolina? You think he's happy being back in the Panthers?
I would say so.
Yeah, I think so, too.
Yeah.
He probably feels at home.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be like if Brady went back to the Patriots.
Yeah. Which, by the way, he kind of did, but then he beat them at their own home.
Yeah. He was all like, hey, I love you, but fuck you, too.
You're a Giants fan, right?
Yeah.
Who's your quarterback now?
I have not been paying attention because I know we suck. Again.
That's kind of where I'm at. I'm an Indianapolis Colts fan, and I'll be honest with you, I haven't really been watching.
Yeah.
I've been seeing the score on my phone, and I'm like, fuck. I know they're losing this week.
I think we won last week.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we had a bye week last week. So we're playing this Monday.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. We just have not been playing well the last 3 years.
Yeah, I haven't really been sitting down in front of a TV and watching sports.
Yeah.
I just
play by ear.
Yeah. The last few years has been weird. I just haven't really been like, with all the pandemic and all that shit, there's more important things going on.
Yeah.
And so I just haven't really been sitting down going, it's time for a good football game.
Yeah.
Or a good hockey game.
Or golf, if you're fucking weird.
Yeah, no, I think I'd rather watch flies fuck than watch golf.
Yeah.
I'm not a big golf fan.
No, I can't do it.
Would I go out and play golf? I might not be good at it, but maybe.
Yeah.
But I don't think I could sit there and watch a couple guys swinging a club and then watchers are like...
It's like tennis, too. No offense to tennis fans, but...
Yeah, I'm just not a big thing about it.
That's just not something I can watch.
It's not my thing.
Just back and forth.
And now Tom is going to be...
Oh, my God.
The wind is blowing northeast. About 100 miles per hour. Holy shit. Yeah, they'd have to cancel that game.
Oh, no.
I remember when they had the, what was it, the PGA, they call it?
Mm-hmm.
Remember when they had that here? Back in 2012? 2013? No, 2013 or 2014.
Yeah, one of them.
It was one of those years.
Yeah.
Dude, the fucking, I think it was like, what, Pittsburgh? The amount of money people were like offering to park in their driveways or like whatever was outrageous.
Yep.
It was so ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, it was outright egregious.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, motherfuckers were charging like $20 to park in their driveway. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
To go watch golf.
No.
And mind you, during a golf tournament, you're not supposed to make noise. You have to be very quiet.
Very quiet.
And Zookeeper wouldn't be good at that place. No, he'd be going, yeah, sure, at the fucking first swing. And then he'd be kicked out.
Oh, yeah.
Security'd come, police would come, probably SWAT team, FBI, the whole kit and caboodle.
Oh, yeah.
And then he'd be
CIA.
fucking, yeah.
His handler would come get him.
Oh yeah. He'd probably say Taliban too.
Oh. Get the whole PGA shut down.
Yeah.
Nope, can't say that.
Nope. Canceled. That's the world we live in. Canceled. And it's all Zookeeper's fault. He did that, making all that noise.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was so ridiculous.
It was.
I couldn't believe the amount of money people were charging for parking.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, dude, I wouldn't even go there for free.
No.
I just don't. It's not my thing.
It's a dull sport.
Yeah. I just.
Like,
Eh.
I mean, I get people like what they like, but
No, I'm not judging people on that.
No.
I'm just saying it's not for me.
No.
I wouldn't sit there and watch people swing
Golf
clubs.
and tennis, can't do it.
No. Would I go to a UFC fight? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Football
do I go
game?
to a football game? Yeah.
Yeah, I'd go there. Would I go to a hockey game? Sure.
Yeah, I have been. Yeah.
Wrestling, pro wrestling, sure.
Yeah.
Would I
No.
golf? Nah, I can't justify it.
No.
No.
Because I would intentionally make noise to fuck people up.
Yeah, you just fucking
Get the full effect.
yeah, get the full effect. Ah! Scream at them as they go for the fucking one. Oh, what is it? Hole in one.
Yeah. Hole in one.
Yeah. No, you fucking yell at them. They fuck up, and then they get out a gun and shoot you.
Yeah. Yep.
And
just
then
go sideways.
Yeah, shots fired.
Shots fired.
They actually play that over the intercom during the game if they shoot
do?
you like that, and then people laugh at you. They actually bring up the
That's part
kids.
of the full effect.
They laugh at you like that. Colin says, "What's up, guys? What's up, Colin? Not much.
Oh,
just
hey, buddy.
just hanging out, doing our thing, shooting the shit, having a couple drinks here.
Yeah.
God, we haven't done an Afterburn in so long. We've done the main show, but an Afterburn, it's been a hot minute.
Yeah. Hot.
But like all these things are happening now.
Oh, yeah.
What's going on Twitter right now? Let's look at Twitter. So, you get the usual COVID bullshit. People are bitching about COVID, whether they're for it, whether they're against the vaccine, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. What's trending on Twitter right now? What do you think's trending on Twitter right now?
If I had to guess, one of the Kardashians for something. I don't know.
Well, this is fucking surprising. Sarah Palin is apparently part of the trending in political figures. What's going on with Sarah Palin?
What'd you do? Kill another moose?
Oh, maybe. All right, let's see. Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know. There's just a lot of people comparing people to Sarah Palin. Lauren Boebert is what happens when you order Sarah Palin from Walmart. So apparently this is not even about Sarah Palin. It's about some lady named Lauren Boebert. Is the devil's answer to could they have possibly made a dumber Sarah Palin? Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. All right, that's boring me. Let's move on. Okay. Is your employer secretly monitoring you? The practice has surged since COVID. What you need to know. Spurred by the pandemic, companies are installing employee tracking software to monitor productivity. Many haven't told their workers. Ghost, how do you feel about that? Invasion of privacy, or is that justifiable?
I mean, we've been dealing with invasions of privacy for how long now?
Fucking
Since 9/11.
Snowden, man. He fucking told it. People were like,
Yeah.
nah, he's a liar. And then the government came out and was like, yeah, no, we're doing that.
Yeah, we're doing that.
He's still wanted is to go to jail.
I'm pretty sure he's still hiding out in Russia.
Yeah. And then you got fucking what's his face? Julian Assange.
Yep. He's actually getting married.
Is he really?
Yep. In jail.
How old is that guy?
No idea. But they're actually allowing him to get married in prison.
It's funny. He looks like shit now, right?
Oh yeah.
There was a guy. So a couple years ago, my wife at the time wasn't feeling well. We went to the emergency room, and they couldn't figure out what the fuck was going on because we were there for we went there more times than I'd like to count. And this one guy, he looked like a dollar store version of Julian Assange. 5 o'clock shadow, looked like a piece of shit, but the facial structure was there.
Oh yeah.
So I'm sitting down, right? And the guy's explaining, this is what he's just making assumptions like they always do. Doctors like to make hypotheticals. They don't especially in the emergency room.
Oh yeah.
This guy was being a complete dick. And so I was like, okay, are you going to like help or are you just going to sit there and assume? Well, we're going to, do this and that. And by the end of it, I'm going to make sure she's all better. And I'm like, no, you're not. Because if this was the case, we wouldn't be here multiple times for like months.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. So we kind of like traded off words. And then this is where it got fucky. He goes, no, he said something. And I go, you know what? You're about as useful as a doctor as I am. And boy, he did not like that. His ego got hurt. I must have fucking struck a nerve.
Oh, yeah.
He goes, do you want me to call security or do you want to leave on your own accord? Because you're being belligerent. And I'm like, I'm sitting down, motherfucker. I'm having a conversation.
You want to
with
see
you.
belligerent?
Oh, I got belligerent. I didn't leave that hospital without making a scene.
Oh, yeah.
I made a fucking scene. I said, get your fucking security. Go ahead, get your fucking security. Let's go. You're being a dickhead. You're not helping anybody out but yourself. You're just making your ego fucking better. You got hurt because I said something you didn't like. And then I go out there. Now, but when we got in there, the lady behind the desk was a cunt to begin with.
Oh, boy.
A big fucking raging bitch. She was being sort of snarky and shit. Like, she didn't want to be bothered that we were there. Like, the whole emergency, and this is pre-COVID, mind you. This is like 2019, before we even started the show. This is like beginning of 2019, so it's like winter out still. It's cold. Everyone's miserable. But she's just being a bitch and asking all these like questions, and then like she didn't like the answers that were. I forget like what exactly they were, but she was just being a complete raging bitch. So then when I was fucking walking out, I made sure to fucking give it to her. I go, you too, you're a fucking piece of shit. Because she was like, oh, thank God. Like, fuck you, you dumb bitch. Fuck you. You are a piece of shit. You don't treat your fucking patients nice. You act like a raging bitch. If you hate your job that much,
Then leave.
then fucking leave.
Yeah.
Because no one wants to hear you come in there.
Especially in the medical profession.
You're fucking feeling like shit. You're either hurt or sick, and you have some bitch being a complete asshole to you. No one wants that.
It just doesn't help. No.
My respect went down for doctors when I had my back problem. And I told them, I said, look, I have a problem. There's my nerves getting pinched against, and my guess is it's a disc. I said, it's probably herniated. And they're like, where'd you read that? Google? I go, yeah, kind of. Like, it's to the T.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't walk at this point, couldn't really sit down, couldn't lay down, do anything. So I got there at like 7:30 in the morning. I didn't leave there until 11. So I'm there suffering for all that time. Yep. And these pieces of garbage are trying to tell me I'm wrong, they're right. And then they're like, and I told them, I said, okay, well, give me an MRI. And of course, they're like, no, we can't do that. Blah, blah, blah. Insurance purposes, yada, yada. But we can give you an x-ray. Fine, give me the fucking x-ray. Do the x-ray. And they're like, oh, we didn't find anything wrong with you. You're fine. You can go home now. They gave me fucking, they gave me morphine. They gave me a shot of morphine.
Yep.
And did nothing. It didn't affect me. It was like, it did nothing. I was immune to that shit. I asked the guy like 2 minutes in, I go, am I supposed to feel something? He goes, what, you're not feeling the morphine? I go, no. I'm still in fucking pain. Mind you, as this happening, I had just worked a fucking 8.5, almost 9-hour shift. And I was told, do you want to go home? And this is a night shift I was working. I was doing security at the time.
Oh, yeah.
Because what happened was I was doing patrols, and I had gotten out of the vehicle. Now, let's back it up to July 4th weekend of 2016. So my ex and I go camping. And we are sleeping in a tent, and we got the fucking air mattress and all that. First night we get there, I feel fine. I feel fucking great, like $1 million.
Yeah.
Next morning I wake up and I'm like, something's not right. My back is hurting, but it's not like an ache. It's more of a shooting pain going from my back to my leg. And I'm like, it'll fucking go away.
Yeah.
So the whole month goes by, and then beginning of August goes by. I'm still working through it. I'm going to the gym. I'm lifting. I'm just like, fuck it. It'll go away.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, well, have you gone to the chiropractor? I'm like, nah, fuck that. I don't do that. At that time, I didn't.
Yeah.
Now I do. I go every month. My wife and I just go every month. It's actually really nice.
Oh yeah.
Hadley Chiropractor. Go check them out. I know I'm being a talk slut, but
Talk slut. Yeah, she's a talk slut.
they're awesome. But anyways, so middle of August comes, and it's like 12. No, it's like 1 a.m. I get out of this fucking vehicle. I take a few steps toward the building that I'm going to, and I stop dead in my tracks. My fucking whole like nerve just stopped working. It was just it felt like my whole back was about to collapse. And it was like, you know how you like have a pinch nerve for like a split moment, but it goes away.
Yeah.
This was a pinched nerve, but it never went away. It was just constant.
Just a consistent.
Yes.
Oh.
Burning, shock feeling going from my back to my leg.
Oh.
And it wouldn't stop. And my dumb ass, it took a half hour for me to get from point A to point B. I got from the vehicle, a few steps away from the vehicle to the building in a half hour's time. It took me 30 minutes just about to get there.
Wow.
So then I switched with the one guy. Now usually there was like older guys in the lobby doing those jobs.
Yeah.
But luckily it was like some kid in his like early 20s. So I switched out with him, and I couldn't even sit down in the fucking lobby chair. I had to stand the whole fucking time. I stood for from 1 a.m. all the way to about 7 a.m.
Jesus.
And oh my God. So this is one of the most excruciating pain I've ever felt in my life. My mom had to pick me up because I couldn't drive.
Yeah.
I get in the passenger seat, and I shit you not, as soon as I sat down, my body was freaking out. I was like, no, you got to get the fuck out of this car right now. I got out of that car, and I was like, fuck, how the hell am I going to get from point A to point B? Like, we had to go to the hospital at this point.
Yeah, that's scary stuff right there.
So, in order to get me from work to the hospital, I literally had to lay down sideways in this fucking car, and my back was on fire.
Yeah.
And like my supervisor at the time, because I was like the weekend supervisor, my supervisor, who was like the full-time night shift supervisor, was like, dude, you okay? I'm like, no, I'm not okay.
No, not
He's the one that was like telling me, do you want to go home at like 1 a.m? Like, I would like to, yeah, but I'm already here.
Yeah.
I can't drive. And there's really nothing I can do about it.
No.
What am I going to do? And so, like, yeah, I just finished the shift. I get to the hospital. And then let's go back to the point where they're like, yeah, the x-rays came back. You're fine. You can go home now.
Yeah. Bye.
And I'm thinking to myself, you're a fucking doctor
in
in an emergency room.
Yep.
You're going to let somebody fucking go home when they can't walk correctly, they can't sit down without feeling pain, and they can't even lay down.
Oh, yeah.
And you're just going to tell me I'm good to go.
Yep.
So, needless to say, I spent like a fucking month and a half at my parents' house since I couldn't go home.
Yeah.
Because
couldn't really move.
Couldn't move, and my ex had to work and all that. So, that's a whole nother story. I think I saw her a max of 2 times during that whole month and a half, 2 months.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I think that was when I pretty much figured out that our relationship was coming to a close.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure she's a different person today, and I definitely am. And so, like, I look at it now, like, back then I was like 25, still young and dumb. I'm gonna be 31 in a few months, and I look at it this way: we both just weren't meant for each other. We were just not compatible. We liked video games, we liked movies, all the same, music, blah blah blah. But just personality-wise, I don't think we were compatible.
Oh yeah.
And at that point in time, it's just like you're in your mid-20s. You don't know what the fuck's going on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're trying to figure shit out.
Yeah.
But 9 years together, we were, and I think we knew. I think we knew it was time.
Yeah. Sometimes it can sneak up on you.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
And life goes on. But I look at it this way: if it didn't happen that way, if anything changed within that 9 years, right? Like say I decided in 2014, or she decided in 2014 that it was it, and that was it, like, I wouldn't have maybe met my wife.
Yeah, maybe not.
You know, and that's what I mean. Like, I don't know about coincidence. I don't believe in coincidence.
Oh, me either.
I think things happen too perfectly to be coincidental sometimes.
Yeah.
You know? So, like, this whole thing just didn't happen to be like that. It was more perfect than it was like just by chance.
Yeah.
And Omen can. It's all Omen's fault that we're together. Not fault, but it's because Omen told me to get plenty of fish. Now I never really believed in that shit.
No, the whole online dating thing.
Never, yeah. I mean, throughout my whole time there, I think I was like in that relationship the whole time. So I was like, yeah, it wasn't something that really caught my eye, and I always thought it was maybe a joke to. That's something you would just want to have a hookup, one night stand with, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so you would do that.
Yeah.
But no, man, like I was just.
I mean, look what you got now.
That's what I mean, like, but that doesn't always happen.
No.
That I gotta say is far and few between when you go on those things like Tinder and all that. I tried Tinder when he was, telling me to get on that shit, and I'm just like, it wasn't my thing. It's more superficial.
Oh yeah.
Who definitely. The fuck, who wants that? So at the beginning of it, like I was, chatting with a few chicks on there, but nothing really, came of it. I went on a few dates, but
yeah.
You know what I mean? This one chick, Mary, she was cool. And then, Kat came along and messaged her. I was like, we'll see what happens. And she was like instantaneously like, okay, here's my number. Let's talk on there. It'd probably be easier. Sure. Fucking course.
Yeah. Straightforward.
Yeah. But that's what I wanted. I wanted straightforward. A lot of chicks were playing games on there. Yep. I think either they wanted more or they wanted less or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I was up front. I was like, listen, I just got out of a fucking 9-year relationship. And this is just something, we'll see where it goes.
Yeah.
So then, like, we started being friends and whatnot, and we just we started talking more every day. And then she comes out with it. She goes, I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm already seeing somebody. I'm like, the fuck, dude? I'm like, what the fuck is this then? Yeah. We were just friends at that point, but still, it was just more or less like, okay, then what's going on here? So me, especially coming out of that whole thing, I'm like, fuck it. I'm not playing games. I ghost.
Oh, yeah.
Me. Yeah, I did a ghost. No, but I'm just like, fuck it. Why waste time?
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean? But man, Kat was fucking persistent.
Yeah.
And then eventually it became like, she just told me, she's like, okay, I don't see this going anywhere. So then she broke up with this guy.
Yeah.
And then we eventually were just like, all right, what are we doing here? So we're like, okay, let's meet up. And I'm running a truck out in where she lived in Palmyra.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, all right, let's meet up at this location. It was a restaurant. I said, all right, fuck it. I'm going on a lunch break or whatever.
Yeah.
So I did. And then, we fucking met face to face for the first time in about almost a month's time of us. Because I started talking to her in late December, like around Christmas time.
Mm-hmm.
Because my ex and I broke up at like the beginning of December, and I was done. I didn't want anything to do with relationships.
Yeah.
You can thank Omen for this. So yeah, that whole thing happened. We met, and then like we didn't have our official first date probably until like January. I forget what it was, but needless to say, after that we made it official, and then we started dating, and then of course fast forward going on 5 years now.
Yeah.
Almost 5 years.
Got a home.
Holy Christ, 5 years.
Yeah.
Where the fuck did the time go?
Gone.
I don't know. It's just weird. In 5 years, I got a new relationship, got married.
Yep.
Bought a house, started a fucking podcast with you guys.
Got another cat.
I got 2 cats now. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
When's the baby's coming? I always said, before I'm 30, I'll think about it. Well, now I'm almost 31, and I'm like, still thinking about it.
Yeah.
We're still thinking about it over here. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say because with the fucking way the world is right now.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of scary.
That's something.
Well, it's like these fucking vaccines. They're trying to mandate this shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm all for, like, vaccines. You want the vaccine, get it.
Yeah.
You don't want it, don't get it. It's like the flu shot.
Exactly.
But when and government always ruins everything.
Always.
They want to dictate what you do with your body.
Yeah.
Like Texas, for instance, they want to dictate.
Can't even get an abortion.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm not a big abortion fan, but
Neither am I.
I'm also not. I'm less of a fan of government telling what people to do with their body.
Yeah.
So if you want an abortion, get one. If it's the best decision you have to make, then get one. Fuck it. Who cares what everyone else thinks, right?
Exactly.
Fuck 'em.
It shouldn't matter.
It's a medical decision you need to make based upon your own decisions.
Yeah.
And your own like situation, you know?
Because if you cannot fully support a child,
Right.
then truth be told, you shouldn't be having one.
And I look at it this way, like I'm all about consent.
Yeah.
The government's not consenting.
No.
They're making it out like you need to get it or else your fucking life's gonna be gone.
Yep.
Either financially or whatever. And I'm not about that.
No.
But like now they're going to like children. Now they've gone to 5 to 11-year-olds, right?
Yep.
Now they're testing below 5-year-olds. Where does the line get drawn? So are they gonna be shoving a syringe up a woman's yuha to get an unborn fetus the fucking vaccine next?
Maybe. That's the thing about drawing lines. They get moved.
Or why not make it 2 in 1?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Moderna in the pink, Pfizer in the stink. Fuck it. Why not?
They may. You never know.
It doesn't matter anymore, right?
No.
It just happens to be whatever they feel like it is.
Things are just happening at such a pace that we don't even know what's happening.
But the problem is though, it's these people that are so vaxxist against the unvaxxed.
Hmm?
They don't sit there and understand why somebody doesn't want to get it.
Oh yeah.
And there's so many different reasons, right?
Yeah.
I just was in Buffalo about a month ago, and this lady I was working with told me how her son died at the age of 23. 2 weeks after he got his second shot.
Mm.
Had a massive heart attack. His mother took him to the hospital and told them what was going on. And they told her, and his chest was, I guess, like, was coming out of his heart was coming out of his chest, I guess, like almost.
Mm.
Like you could see, like it was bulging. Something was going on there in the chest area, she said. And they told the mother, yeah, no, it's always been like that. And then, like, after a while, they're like, nah, it's just a freak occurrence.
Mm.
But he was healthy beforehand.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? People don't realize, like, whatever's going on in the ingredients of that vaccine it's not a one-size-fits-all.
No.
Just like the coronavirus itself. It's not a one-size-fits-all.
No.
I had it, survived it. People might call it luck. Luck's for losers, by the way.
Yeah.
But then there's people out there that are like 500 pounds. They eat Doritos and Mountain Dew for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and they end up in the hospital when they get COVID. Why? Because their body isn't able to handle it. Their lungs are working fucking triple time because their body fat's ridiculous. Their body's having a hard time beating the fucking heart, pumping the blood. You get this bad, nasty virus.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think's going to happen?
You're going to die.
And I don't like seeing that.
No.
So when I see somebody that's in poor health,
Mm-hmm.
do I myself think that they should probably get the vaccine? Probably.
Yeah.
It's up to them to get it, though.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit there and go, you need to get it.
You need it.
No.
No.
It's like the flu shot.
I myself, I got it. I don't
Right.
demean, reprimand, whatever, anyone who chooses not to.
Exactly. And
Do I think it could be a good idea? Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to force it down your throat.
Absolutely.
No.
No. But these people are so, like, they're prejudiced against people that aren't getting it because they think they're selfish.
Exactly. Austria. Look what they're doing.
Yeah, they have a huge lockdown going on in Austria now.
Only for people who aren't vaccinated.
Right.
That's targeted quarantine.
And
pretty much.
fucking Australia.
Yep.
What is going on in there? I've seen so many videos.
Oh, yeah.
Like police shoving masks back on people's faces by force. They're like knocking them to the ground, tackling them, doing all this crazy nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, what is going on in these countries? But people are like, oh, that's just Australia. Or that's just Austria.
Until it's not.
When do we start seeing that happen here?
Give it about 6 months.
If
Give or
you just give in, like, look, these mandates, then you got people like, well, they're not forcing you. What do you think that is?
People are losing their jobs if they don't get this. That's kind of forcing people to do it.
Nurses that have worked through this whole pandemic before there was even any type of vaccine protection, whatever, that probably already had COVID, got the antibodies, they got fired. And then not only fired, but made into villains in their narrative. They're like, fuck those nurses. They didn't want to get the vaccine. They didn't trust the science. Okay, but those are the same nurses that saved lives throughout the whole pandemic before the
when
vaccine.
no one else could.
Right.
So
you know what we're going to do? We're going to fire them and then get some National Guard guys in. Those guys have better things to do than be a nurse or a school bus driver in some states.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm just thinking to myself, what are we doing here?
They don't even know. It's exhausting.
It's so exhausting. And not only that, but then you hear the whole narrative of, okay, a lot of people aren't working, right? Mm-hmm. Supposedly all these positions that are open. So you fire more, right?
Yeah.
And now, like this morning, I'm traveling all the way to fucking where I had to go. 2 hours away. An hour and a half, 2 hours away. So much traffic this morning.
Yep.
Gas is $3.50, $3.60 in some places.
Oh, yeah.
And if these people, if there's just apparently nobody's working, how are they affording it, first of all? And second of all, where are they going?
Exactly.
Like, what is going on? Nothing's making sense.
No, none of it does make sense.
Neither does our president.
Oh,
did you see what he said?
I have not.
Oh, let's see. Let me get a quote here. There's a video. I don't know if I have it with me on the system here, but let me see if I can find it. All right. So apparently...
Can you give me 30 seconds? I really need to pee.
Oh. 30 seconds.
Yep, 30 seconds.
A ghost's going to go pee real quick. That's fine. But in the meantime, what does our president mean? I want to know if anybody out there can just give a decipher this for me. So his quote was, "How do I cross a bridge in a snowstorm? What happens if the bridge collapses and there's a fire on the other side? It's going to take 10 miles longer to get to the fire." And then he also says after that, he says it's going to take, let's see. What happens if the bridge collapses and there's fire on the other side? It's going to take 10 miles longer to get to the fire. People could die. I just don't understand that. Ghost? Oh, that's right. He ghosted me. That's right. But I just don't understand what's going on here. The same thing about him saying something along the lines of, like a computer once said, if you're on the train and they say Portal Bridge, you better make other plans. What? Can somebody understand that for me? Can somebody decipher that for me? Kids, can you decipher that for me? Yeah, they don't understand it either. They're just laughing at it because they don't understand. So I give them a 1-up.
1-up. Why not?
It's kind of crazy. It's seriously a crazy time right now, and I don't know what to say about it other than this whole world, not just this country. I know we kind of minimalize things in this country, but holy Christ, the whole world is out of control. We can sit here and be divisive amongst ourselves in this whole nation all this time. But what exactly is happening around the country? I think a lot of people don't understand the severity of a situation we're in. Like we just talked about, Australia, Austria, they have a lot of problems right now. Lockdowns, the treatment of unvaccinated people.
Yeah.
It's not good. And just, I think it's going to continue unless somebody steps up and says, hey, that's enough. You know? Where does the line get drawn? You know?
Yeah.
So I just asked myself, where are we going to sit there and go, okay, that's enough? I mean, people thought kids were going to be the one. Mm-hmm. They thought that when kids were going to be mandated to get the vaccine, that was going to be the straw that broke the camel's back. They're like, oh no, Mama Bear and Papa Bear aren't going to allow that. But well, there's a lot of Mama Bears and Papa Bears gladly bringing them to these places like Grease Ridge Mall.
Yep.
To go get a shot. And then you hear things like, because this one guy was videotaping it and put it on Twitter or whatever. And then you hear this one dad go, you going to run next time or what? Like, what?
What?
You're going to talk to your child like that? Like, I get kids don't like getting shots to begin with, but holy fuck.
No.
And the fascination I have is the comparisons. Mm-hmm. Like how people are comparing coronavirus to polio. What?
No.
How? How could you compare that to polio?
I mean, yeah, it's in the sense of it being a pandemic, but
right. No, I understand that part. But
not systemically. No.
So Here's this for you. Polio, a virus that may cause paralysis and is easily preventable by the polio vaccine. Okay.
Yeah.
Polio is transmitted through contaminated water and food or contact with an infected person. Okay. Now let's go to symptoms, right? Let's go to symptoms. Here's the symptoms. Polio is a contagious viral illness that is in most severe form of cases of nerve injury, leading to paralysis, difficulty breathing, and sometimes death.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But the vaccine, though, it's been proven to work, right?
Yeah.
They must have done tests on this.
Polio is non-existent.
But I don't think COVID works that way.
No.
It's like the influenza. We have shots for influenza, but it's still there.
And a good amount of people get a yearly shot.
Right.
Get the yearly flu shot.
Yeah. I've gotten it.
Prevent it. Yeah.
Now I know there's a lot.
I just got mine last week.
Did you get sick?
I did not, actually.
See, that's the thing. Like, I think it varies.
Yeah.
I think it varies.
Because normally after I get the flu shot,
you get sick.
And I know people say that the flu isn't in the vaccine.
Right.
But 9 times out of 10 in the last 10 years, every time I got the flu shot, I would get sick. This year? No.
Nothing.
Nope.
Yeah. I mean, I've gotten it a few times and never got sick. But you would hear, so that's why you don't know what to believe, right? Because we've seen a lot of discrepancies in both sides.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Of the argument. I'm not even talking politically. I'm talking about the argument.
Yeah.
And it's just like let me bash on the one side that, like Alex Jones, for instance.
Mm-hmm.
The whole they're putting a chip in you. Think about this. So say there was a chip in this vaccine, which is we all know is bullshit, right? That's conspiracy nut job bullshit.
Yeah.
That's just completely false. Say there was a chip though, they implanted in you through a shot. You go to an MRI, right? What happens to that? What happens to any metal? It's a magnet, right? MRIs are a big magnet.
Yeah.
That fucking chip would be flying out of your arm quick.
I mean, unless they use non-magnetic metal, which a lot of surgical steel isn't magnetic.
Right.
Like the faceplate I have in my face.
Yeah.
It's not magnetic.
Yeah.
So it didn't affect the MRIs I had done.
I think it'd be hard though.
Yeah.
I think it would fry the
oh yeah
mechanics of the chip.
Yeah.
To the point where it wouldn't work.
No, because my sister actually, because she was under the impression she did have surgical steel piercings.
Yeah.
And she had a MRI of her head. It actually burned her.
Oh.
The metal heated up and literally burned her.
So either way, you would know.
Oh yeah, you would know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think those people that are coming out with these theories really think through about that.
No. And that's the thing. Common sense is not so common.
No, it's not.
No.
It's just like, well, just believe everyone on TV because they're always right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're telling me that people that are making millions of dollars are always honest? No. Politicians, for instance. People bagged on Trump. Now, I'm not a Trump fan.
Yeah.
Right? We all know he's a dick. He's a narcissist and he's an egomaniac.
Mm-hmm.
Why did he get into presidency? Well, to be honest with you, I think first and foremost, his ego.
Yeah.
Another notch in his belt. But why do these politicians have a career politician job, right? They're a career politician. They're in there, like Biden, for instance. He's been there for what, 40 years?
At least.
40 plus.
Yeah.
And, they have like 6-figure, incomes. All of a sudden, next thing you know, they got millions of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think that at one point in time they lied during their career politician?
Oh yeah.
The whole time.
No, everyone lies.
I mean,
for the most part.
Well, I mean, let's go back to the beginning of this election. They were saying, well, or even not even that, after the election, the beginning of the year, they were like, well, we're not going to mandate vaccines.
Mm-hmm.
That's not up to the federal government to make that decision.
And here we are.
Here we are. Fast forward to the end of the year, and they're really trying to push through. Now the Supreme Court
Yep.
has blocked this, and now OSHA is saying, okay, well, we're gonna follow the court's rules.
Yeah.
As they should. I just don't agree with mandates like that.
No.
And like Larry Sharp always says, and that's why I like hearing his side of the thing about everything. And I feel the same way. Consent is important. It's all about consent.
Yes.
Nobody's consenting when they're told to be getting a shot in order to keep their job.
No.
Now you're giving them the ultimatum. Either you get a shot or you pay every week to have a test, which is a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Was it $140, $150 per test for COVID?
About that. Yeah.
So now you're raking it, like, say that's like 4 weeks. It's close to what, $600 just about?
Yeah.
A month?
Just on a test.
You're giving them an ultimatum right there.
Yeah.
Get the shot you don't feel comfortable taking because you have your own concerns. Pay this amount of money to get a test every week, or you have to leave your job.
Yeah.
That's forcing
that's
somebody.
not okay.
No. That's like telling a woman, okay, it'd be like a guy going up to a woman and say, okay, either you're gonna have sex with me, or you're gonna pay me money every week. Yeah. And if not,
it's kind of like reverse prostitution.
Yeah. And somebody is like, well, that's not even close to the same thing. Well, but it feels like that to the people that are involved.
Yeah.
It feels like they're getting violated.
Yeah.
They are being violated, and it's sad.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I personally, I'm a man of science. I trust science for the most part.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree.
When you try forcing it onto people, they become a lot less receptive to it.
Well, I do have some bad news here.
Uh-oh.
Zookeepers texted me.
Uh-oh.
I think he's just admitting that he's vaccinated.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if he wants me to say it on here, but I think you can give your own thoughts on that. I won't admit it. I won't confirm it, but you can have your own thoughts on there. It's happening live as we speak. He just messaged me. So, Jesus Christ, man. Another one that is vaccinated that,
Yeah.
I know quite a bit of people that have gotten it.
Mm-hmm.
And they have gotten the vaccine, and then now they've all of a sudden gotten infected. So, it sucks. Why can't we, and that's the thing that makes me question things is when this whole thing happened, when the vaccine came out, they're like, okay, it's 100%, effective. Now, when I read that, I'm like, okay, now you're not going to get it. Like, you're safe, you're fine. But that's not happening. That's not true.
No.
Now its bottom line is, okay, now it's you get the vaccine in order to stay out of the hospitals or in order to not die.
Mm-hmm.
But I also don't think it's just that. I think, like I said, it's about a person. It's not a one size fits all. It's just not.
No, it's not.
So, I don't know. It's tiring for everybody.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's been around for, year and a half now? About?
Going on it's going to be 2 years. I think, well, they say in March of 2019 or something like that it was here.
First. Yeah.
No, I think
So
it was
we're almost 2 years in.
Yeah, I think that shit was here in 2019, maybe December.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people got sick in that time era.
I did. Our entire friend group got sick.
Except for me.
Right around.
Which was weird.
Yeah.
My wife got sick there, and she had what I had when I had COVID for like 2-3 weeks. But I didn't get it. I didn't get anything. So, and that was 2019, December of 2019. So then when I got it this time, she's like, your symptoms are pretty much exactly what I got 2 years ago.
Yeah.
When she got it, when she was tested positive with me, she only had like a sinus infection. Mm-hmm. She didn't lose her taste or smell. She didn't have any type of fever or anything like that. And
now I don't remember losing my sense of smell or taste.
She didn't either.
Exactly. So that makes me think, what changed from the time we all got sick?
I think the variant. Honestly.
Fair. Yeah.
I don't know if this was happening early on.
Yeah.
I didn't start hearing the loss of taste and smell until about the time they announced Delta variant. Then you started hearing, okay, that was a symptom.
Mm-hmm.
Before it was the cough, the fever.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, the lungs.
The actual flu.
Yes.
Like symptoms.
People were like, oh, they were asking me, so when you were breathing in, was it like pins and needles in your lungs? I go, no, I didn't have any of that. And they're like, what? I go, no, I didn't have any of that. I had a fever of 102.7 at one point.
Mm-hmm.
For like 2 days, I had a fever. And then it went away. And then I lost my taste and smell. And then I was just tired for like a few days. Then, for the long stretch of week, I was so stir crazy.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get out, because you're stuck at home. You can't go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like, fuck, I want to go to the gym. I want to do this, but I can't.
Yeah.
So I had more energy in me than I ever did before I even got COVID at that point, because I was just getting like wound up. I'm always active. So me sitting at home was just not a good recipe.
No.
I just wanted to do something. So when my quarantine was up and I was able to do stuff, I went to the gym. I masked up because I didn't mask up because I was afraid of, I'm going to get it again. I did it out of respect because I was like, okay, I know I'm good. I know I'm not contagious, but I did it because I was like, okay, just for fucking some chance of maybe, yeah. I didn't want to give this to somebody else. I was fine. Yeah. I had to go to work. So I did the same thing there. I was wearing a mask for a bit, like a week.
Yeah.
And then after that, I felt, okay, maybe I don't need it anymore. Now, I know they said, the healthcare people were like, okay, you're fine. You can go do this, blah, blah, blah. You're not contagious. But that was just my mental, my mental mind frame. I was like, I felt like maybe an extra week of protection of some sort.
Yeah, better safe than sorry.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I don't know if everyone does that.
Probably not.
I don't know.
I mean,
the one guy I go to the gym to, I know he did.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I told him that too. I was like, I'd do the same thing if I got it. And I did.
Mm-hmm.
So it all depends on, I guess, on people. Do they care? Do they not care?
I feel like a lot of people just stopped caring. They just don't care anymore.
I know. It's sad, but it's true.
Yeah.
And then the ones that are overly cautious, I mean, those are the same people that were like dropping food on the fucking floor with the 5-second rule. Me, I'm like, no, that shit touches the floor, it's gone.
Yeah, no.
I'm like a big germaphobe. So that's why when I see these people like freak out, I'm like, dude, you have no idea what it's like to be a germaphobe. Like, I'm washing my hands just about every time I go somewhere, touch a doorknob or whatever. And these people are like, oh, you need to do this, do that. It's like, you're new to this. Yeah. So it's just one of those things.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck, we've been doing this for an hour and a half. Can you believe it?
Really?
Yeah, that's what it says on the mixer.
See, even doing this, time flies.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. Time does fly.
Oh.
Man, Zookeeper, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, see? He's explaining it. He goes, smell has been weirdly coming and going. Odd chemical smell with certain things I can taste still somewhat. Okay. So, yeah, when I... Before I had lost my whole complete sense of smell, I had this weird smell. It was like a sick smell, but with chemicals. I was like, okay, that's weird. And then that Saturday, it was gone. So Kat had made some lunch or whatever, and I think it was chicken. I told her to give me some honey mustard or whatever, and I took a bite of it, and I'm like, wait a minute. I go, you're not going to like what I'm about to say, but I can't taste this for shit. And that was the beginning of the end of my taste there at that point. But as my smell's been coming back and all that, and my taste, so when it started to come back, it was like a chemical smell. So when our apartment flooded before we bought this house, they used this stuff to get rid of mold or whatever. Which it didn't work, by the way. There was a lot of mold in the closets and shit and all over our fucking stuff. There was thousands of dollars worth of damage in that apartment. Anyways, that was that chemical smell was very close to that when we went back in that apartment after they got done doing that. That's what it almost reminded me of. So somebody was like about 2 weeks after I was done with quarantine, somebody was smoking a cigarette and it didn't smell like smoke, didn't smell like cigarettes, it smelled like chemicals. It brought back that chemical smell. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like I'm this is going on almost 2 months now since I've had it.
Yeah.
Because now it's November 17th. It's about a month and a half. It smells normal now.
Huh.
I'm starting to slowly but surely like get other smells that I wasn't getting or tastes or whatever.
So it's coming back in bits and pieces.
Yeah. And that's because it's nerve damage.
Yeah.
It's just like I told somebody, I was like, yeah, nerve damage is nothing to fuck with.
No.
Because when I had back surgery, my leg was like numb from one point to the other, and I couldn't feel it. It felt weird for about a year.
Mm-hmm.
1 year's time.
Yeah.
It was like numb, tingly, and then it would be like more tingly at one point, and then back to like not feeling anything.
That's how this entire portion of my face is.
Yeah.
Constantly.
Even now?
Oh yeah, even right now.
Really?
I can't feel this.
Really? So if you poke you can't feel any of
I
that.
can feel like a radiating numbness.
What?
Yeah, like a tingling. Like I can feel this motion.
Yeah.
On the bottom of my nose.
What?
I can feel it down here doing this.
Really?
Yep.
That's insane.
Yep. Nerve damage is no joke. It's.
And that's been how long since you've had that?
Oh, fuck. 4 years now?
4 years.
I
And it
think.
still feels like that.
Yeah.
So that's permanent.
Nerve damage is permanent.
That's
Yeah.
permanent damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
They tried when they put the plates and screws in to fix it, but
Yeah.
they couldn't.
God damn, dude. But you're used to it now. Like, this is nothing now.
It still freaks me out
Yeah. Fuck.
because I'll like have an itch, but I'll be like, oh, it's still there.
God damn, dude. That would drive me
But
nuts.
no, I have like no feeling from about under my eye
Yeah.
to my nose down to the top of my lip.
That's so fucking weird.
This triangular area, just no feeling.
Yeah. Man. I wouldn't like that.
No, it's weird, especially when you're talking, because I can feel it when I talk, but
Yeah.
not feel it.
It's such a weird feeling,
It
then.
is.
God damn, man.
Ugh.
Yeah, nerve damage is no joke. Like,
No.
people don't understand. Like, if you've had any type of nerve pain, nerve damage, it's a different ballgame.
Yeah.
Like, muscles and all that heal comparatively quick.
Mm-hmm.
Nerves, either they heal forever and always, or they don't heal at all.
No.
They're fucking permanently damaged.
Yeah. And I unfortunately got the unlucky end of that stick.
Fucking scary, man.
Yeah.
It's a scary thing. So, yeah, just take care of yourself if you can.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
don't get nerve damage.
No, don't do it.
I still don't understand how the fuck I got a herniated disc, but it happened anyways.
Well,
And-
I know how this happened, but
Yeah. I think we told that story, didn't we?
yeah, probably.
I'm sure
bar
we-
fight.
Yeah.
I was doing the right thing.
No, you were.
That's all I know.
I wasn't there for it, but I know from what I heard you did the right thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tried to. But
Tried to. But of course, when you have
yeah,
group of assholes, so to speak,
yeah.
group
Gets weird.
of sexual predators,
Yeah.
just about.
No, yeah, by my book, that's exactly what they were. So.
Yeah. Well, fuck those guys.
Oh, yeah.
Go choke on a bag of dicks, assholes.
I was supposed to be banned for life from Coach, but
Oh shit! He even threw out the name out there. Talk slut.
Talk
yeah.
slut.
Coach.
Yeah, she's a talk slut.
There's a lot of shit that's happened to Coach. Actually,
Oh, boy.
if it wasn't for Coach, we wouldn't have hit our first episode.
Yeah.
You know?
Greatest man to ever live.
Yeah, that's right. Greatest man to ever live. I
Yeah.
wonder what he's been up to lately.
Those are my babies.
Yeah.
I am the greatest man that ever lived.
Go check out the first episode of the M-Balm Effect. You'll know all about it after that.
Yeah. You'll love
You'll see our old co-host Uber Mike on there too.
it.
I'm not gonna get into it, but just go check it out.
Yeah. Or don't.
Yeah, one way or another. Oh man. All right, let's wrap this thing up. Man.
Yeah.
Holy shit, 1 hour and 42 minutes. We will be live on Saturday, 8:00 p.m. Eastern time.
Yep.
We will be back, of course. That's just how it works here with us. So
Yeah.
we have things that happen like that. We try to get back on track with things. But yeah, no, we'll be back on Saturday for sure.
Mm-hmm. We always come back.
Yeah, we will be back. And hopefully some crazy shit happens. Not too bad. Nobody dying or anything like that, but hopefully
Yeah.
some crazy funny shit happens.
We got some fun stuff planned for this Saturday. So.
Yeah, we've made some planning out. That's what Ghost came here for anyways.
Yeah.
This was just actually
and then the afterburn happened.
Yeah, and then the afterburn happened, and then here we are, getting burned.
Yep.
Up, 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 up.
Up, up, up.
All right. Hey, if you haven't already, go check out the M-BalmEffect.com. We have a shop there full of merch.
Yes.
And go check out the M-Balm Effect Facebook page, YouTube. Follow all that, Instagram, and get your notifications and all that too. Subscribe and all that.
Follow us everywhere but in person.
Yeah, Spotify. You get the gist.
Yeah.
And you have yourself a great rest of your week.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Thanksgiving's coming around the corner, so make sure to get up all your foods and all that before they, shelves are empty and shit.
Be thankful before going out in public on Black Friday and killing someone.
Yeah, we don't need to see any more people getting trampled to death over stupid shit.
Yeah, like a Travis Scott concert.
Or a fucking PS5 on sale.
I will punch a child in the face.
For a PS5? Oh, man. How do you like that, kids? You like that? Cool. They love it. It's their favorite.
Kids love me, I promise.
Yeah. All right, we will see you live on Saturday, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time on the M-Balm Effect. Have a great rest of your week. This is the Afterburn edition of the M-Balm Effect. Bye.
See ya.
The M-Balm Effect.